cause you. Mike Wayne, none of my niggas can shoot, and that's cause you. Mike Wayne, none of my niggas can shoot, and that's cause you. When I see you, I hope you got extra kung fu. Mike Wayne, none of my niggas can shoot, and that's cause you. Hope when I see you, you got extra kung fu.
Once again, I'm back on the screen. Hopefully all the people that want to see me win, drop that like. Here we're showing you guys NBA 2K17. I want you guys to look at how when I get past the ball, how I lock into my shot, how even when I'm moving, I can just lock in. I want you guys to see how whites are dropping in the game, and look at my reaction and responses. And look at my reaction and responses to green. You realize whites were like automatic greens, right? And when we shot them, we didn't act really too crazy over them. And this is when people had the most fun in 2K. Understand. Think about this. I'm about to start having to bring people back. The documentary videos. Think about it. Look at this white right here. I even threw it in there in the clip. And people threw whites in. People threw whites in the game. They didn't play with them. They threw whites in their clips. It was normal. Right? There was other badges that just helped you even make a white even more. So, knowing how 2K has tightened up their windows, this is what's making a lot of players not play the game anymore, because they want their game to be a skill-based game when it comes to shooting. Even when you look at the windows now, this is my scientifical type of guess, we would say. 2K didn't expect for players to get super nice into their game to where we as the community made it seem like greens was nothing. It's easy to green. It ain't nothing to green. It's super easy to green. And then on top of it, you make whites. When I always used to tell people that whites were intended for the community. The players who can't shoot, just so they can have an ability to feel like, hey, I knocked down a jump shot. Just so they don't hop off the game. I want you guys to look at what's going on right now. The community has been pleading for years. Oh my god, the shooting is so easy. Everybody can shoot. People shooting with this low stat. What's the point of me having a 99 if this person can shoot with a 76? Blase, blase, blah, right? So 2K went to say, you know what? We have to make the shooting harder. It is not looking good. These people making these videos, it's kind of a bad look for us. We don't have, it shows that we don't have a balance to our shooting. See, when they upgrade their model, when you look at these previous games and you look at how the attributes and stuff look, when they upgrade their model and they want to get more in depth and add this skill, that skill, you know, different things, it changes the game and it adds for more areas to where problems can occur. And that's what started to happen. Let's get into the next clip. Here we have Duke Dennis, NBA 2K18. This is once the shooting took a super OP stretch in the community because Steph Curry came into the league. So the devs, because their game is backed by the NBA, they have to make their game similar to the NBA. Right or wrong? That's like them making the game like, we're going to put NFL players as the main players in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? They have to make the game be based around the NBA and what's going on. As you can see, Stretch Biggs was pulling from deep in 18. And this was the year Curry started going crazy in the league with Golden State. And everybody used to complain like, how are Stretch Biggs the best builds in the game on 18? This is what people used to do, what you see Duke Dennis doing right now. Double center, you could hop, step, and dribble and come in still green. The green window in 18 was easy as hell with a big. And this is when 2K started running into their problems. They already had a game to where whites could be made. And it's like, damn, whites could be made, but then players can shoot really good from deep. So they started expanding the green window. It's that simple. You don't even have to get deep. They just expanded the green window from this point on right here. If Stretch Biggs was able to hit, and in 17 they wasn't able to do all this craziness. They had stretches, but they wasn't shooting and moving like how you see him moving right now. and you can shoot in a person's eye. That was the difference in 18. You can really shoot as a stretch in somebody's eyes. What did Duke Dennis come up with? Over those. That's when he first started saying that, and people started saying that, and that became a trend. Let's see if he shoots one. Let's actually see if he shoots one. This is when the game became, people used to use like the two double big builds like in 17 and stuff like that as well. But this is when things started becoming more popular. Like the community started, the dribble gods came, the community started taking over certain stuff, and so many things was being added at once. I felt like the devs was just losing full control. We always gonna make it seem like, oh, the community made it this way, but it's like, no. They are ran by the NBA. The game has to be a certain way. Their game has to be structured a certain way. They are just working on it. Look at this shot right here. Snatchback. The snatchbacks was crazy. You see what he did? Then we come back again. Now we're back again. Look at that shot. Hold up. Yo, and I'm telling you, people were playing these 2Ks way more still. Like, I remember it was still, you get that 2K22 content, people were still making little creative videos and all that. Look at this shot. Boom. Look at Duke's reaction. Is he tripping or something? Like, no. They had badges like Sniper back then, Stop and Pop, Green Machine. Look at all these badges pop up. Hot Zone Hunter. This is why we all was able to shoot. Even a random, sometimes he missed something, he still got Hot Zone Hunter on. He still, it's gonna help him. And guess what Hot Zone Hunter did? It helped you in your cold spots. Guess what Hot Zone Hunter did? It helped you in your cold spots. So them taking away this stuff, you do the math, you start to realize, damn, they are just making the game harder. And we have to all agree, like, the way we was playing the game back then was easier. Even a person could use his meter and go crazy. You see what he was doing right there. He could use his meter and go crazy. They had to make the beneficial, like, okay, let's make it beneficial for people who are using their meter off versus people who are not using their meter off. You know what I mean? Look at the shoot, and look how even when Duke is shooting right now, he's getting these greens, he's snapping. He can stop, snap. The way how 2K felt back then, I understand what people miss. It felt really, really good, really, really smooth. They should have just kept expanding on that. But once again, like I said, they want their pace to look different in the game. They want this to look like it's a real NBA game. Slow down, slow up, the animations, everything. Okay, here it is. So here's a play I want to show you guys right here. You're gonna see Duke do a move, snatch. He's trying to get an angle breaker, he doesn't get it, but guess what? Out of doing all that, he got a slightly early timing, right? See, you do this in 24 with this low of a stamina, you're missing the shot. But you see how much more room he has to work with. He still gets an auto white right here because he has takeover on. An auto white. And players had boost. Badges to help. Stop and Pop. Certain badges. Sniper. You see how much badges we had to help? They took a lot away to try to get their game to be more IRL realistic, and they're just doing it the wrong way. It could still be a fun basketball game and they go like that NBA route, but they're doing it the wrong way. Now, we come to the last but not least, NBA 2K24. Now, you see we have adrenaline bars. You look at the game now. You see stamina plays a big key into when you're making your shot. They have the mathematics system now. You can really look at this game and see it's getting more high tech. Of course, things are going to have to go that way because that's how things advance in the future. It's the same way how we got high tech technology now. So you can't really be mad at it. You got to adapt. It's going to become normal. Boom. You see I stop and pop right here. I'm spraying. This is like I've been shooting and oh my God. I've been shooting in the rec like it's normal. Been shooting the jump shots, understanding the jump shot timing, understand what they switched to, because I realized like this is still their system. They didn't just put something out where it's super completely just undone. There can be some tweaks, but right here, getting in the windows, feeling how it feels within the rhythm, their new rhythm system, how yeah, it may feel a little clunky here and there, but once you get in this little movement and understand, you know, you start to understand, things will click. If you're really that deep into 2K and you're not a person that gives up really quickly. But majority of the community do not like that. They like the aspect of when 2K was easier and there was still a skill gap then. And that's what I'm trying to show people. Yes, whites and stuff were still in the game, auto whites, but it still was a skill gap with defense, etc. There was still things where it balanced out and people still enjoyed more than this new 2K where they're saying it's skill based, but it's more so just limited base. It kind of gives off those vibes, more so limited base rather than skill based. It's like they're trying to make so much changes but not really for sure what the changes themselves, which is why Mike Wayne still comes on Twitter, asks his questions, yada yada. I don't care that I miss a few times in 2K. I feel like that's pretty normal. It's basketball when you miss. It's good when you can be missing and you turn up and start spraying and lock in. Like, that's really how it happens. So 2K kind of has always been like that. But this new all straight green system has even messed up the community's mind. When you miss a shot in game playing with teammates, then they won't pass you the ball again. Not saying this is my problem, but I know this is just how average randoms think. I play with randoms at times. I'll hop on the court with them. I can play with a squad at will too. Catch and shoot, boom. They change up the animations a little bit, so if you get in a different spot, it may feel different. That's literally all they did, was just make it more like a whack-a-mole type of thing. Patterns you're supposed to understand, but you kind of don't pick up on them. That's really it. Because you see players that spray up, they green, their win percent is crazy, their field goal percentage is crazy. What's to say to them? I know some people got Zens and a lot of the community has Zens, but there are legitimate players out there who got their stats looking right, going crazy. So what would you say to them? I know people feel like, oh, something's inconsistency, but there's a lot of times when I realize it's my timing. Oh, my feet wasn't planted right there a little bit. I didn't really get that nice little muscle memory feel like when I move my left stick over and my feet planted and I shoot the green. You know, it's a lot of that to it. Then your stamina bar was down and you didn't realize that. They're really trying to make us pay more attention. Boom, you see right there, I'm clean, my stamina bar is full. They're really trying to make us pay attention more with this year. But I feel like, now I feel like the community doesn't like that. I know that, I see it. They just don't like it. They're not agreeing with it. They're not liking it. They think it's 2K messing them up with their shooting. Most people think like this, and it's really not. It's really just, you gotta learn a new system of shooting. You can really start shooting crazy once you get it. I've seen already a few people comment and respond back like, yeah, I had to switch my stuff and now I've been shooting crazy, you know. And it's like, damn, it's now they see it's just more rhythm based. You gotta watch your grade, all that, because when not, you get in the slump, all that stuff. Yeah, you know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video of me showing you how that's all it is. They want this game to be harder so they can get a different, better look for their game. But what do you guys think? Do you think that 2K should go hard within trying to push this new skill gap narrative, or was it better back then and then they should just make some tweaks? It seems like to me they made a whole new system, down to the mathematics system from 19. Once it came in, all that, we're playing on a whole new system. Like right here, you see I get that different animation right there. Same time, they do stuff like that to throw you off. You like, oh, why my player move like that? Boom, then you mistime it by a little bit. They do little stuff like that just to, like, they're trying their hardest to find how can we balance shooting. Think about it. Think about how easy it was for people to shoot all these years in 2K. Now we going through this, it's 23 in this 2K. Of course other guys wasn't able to shoot back then, and other 2Ks too, but they wasn't, I don't know, people chalked it up and was honest with it. Now this one, they just saying it's 2K doing it. They're blaming 2K for it now because of the inconsistency on the changing, the switching it up. They don't like it. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. I'll see y'all in the next one.